everyone, Emeka here. How's it going? In this video, I want to talk to you about one of the things that I've really been working on a lot over the last little bit, and that's just my overall ability to focus on the task at hand. I did another video a little while ago talking about the shiny object syndrome, how a lot of new internet entrepreneurs, marketers, whatever you want to call yourself, how when we start something, we start looking at all the other opportunities that are out there and available to us as well. And some people, they end up chasing those other opportunities and get really nothing done, and look at themselves in 5, 10, 15 years, whatever it is, and they're still stuck at their job. They're still doing this as like a side thing, and they haven't really hit the goals that they want to hit. So be sure to check out that video on the shiny object syndrome. But I want to talk about one of the things that I've been able to do to really bump up and increase my productivity on a day-to-day basis. I'm sure you know as well as I know that there are so many distractions for us in this day and age, whether it's your phone beeping, your computer beeping, your watch beeping, whatever the case is. There are so many different things pulling at our attention that trying to dive in and really focus on a specific thing at once can be just challenging. And at least for me, I know when I set my mind on something and really sit down and focus, and there's, I've eliminated all the distractions possible, it's much easier and much faster to get that said project done and taken care of. And when I can do that one thing after another, by the end of the day, I've got so much done. And at least for me, there's not a better feeling than looking back at what I got done today and knowing that I got so much done. And it's just a great feeling of accomplishment. And I love it so much. So I figured I'd try to share a few things with you. Okay. So very first thing I do is my computer I have on do not disturb mode. I use a Mac. I'm sure it's something that's available on pretty much anything you're using. Usually I have it on my phone as well. But do not disturb mode simply means that it turns off all notifications. Email doesn't beep. I got 0 notifications. The only actual notifications I get is when the wife calls me on FaceTime or somebody calls me on Skype. But other than that, all my regular notifications are off, and that's so key. I don't like closing and opening apps like my email. Like it's open, it's there. I just want it open. But by putting my computer on do not disturb, I don't get notifications every time I get an email, because what happens when you get the little ding, or it's my impression of the email chime, but when you get that email chime, what happens? Automatically your brain stops and it thinks, oh, I got an email, I wonder who that's from. And it's like we have to go there. I was reading this, or there was a video that talked about how checking your Facebook feed and all of that, it lets off, is it dopamine, right? The happy drug, lets off dopamine in your brain, and and that's essentially what happens, right? You get an email and you're like, oh, sweet, I gotta go check it. And I'm guilty of that. I do that all the time. If I get an email, if I hear that sound, I pick up my phone and be like, oh, I wonder what's going on. So I just eliminate that right from the beginning. Turn off all the, do not disturb, so I don't get any of that. Second thing is I've gone through my productivity, how I schedule my productivity. I use Tony Robbins' RPM methods, and I list out my tasks in order of importance that's going to have the biggest impact on my overall goal for the day, and I hammer down that 1, 2, 3 all the way to 7, 10, whatever it is. And by doing that, I love it so much. Like, it's had such a great impact on my life, because I know that I don't get number 2 or 3 thing done until number 1's done, and then I can move on to number 2. And it's funny, I was doing this today before I did this video, right? Because this video was number 4 or 5 on my list of stuff to do for the day, and I enjoy doing them. They're I'm not gonna lie, I like doing the videos. And some of the other things that I had to do before, they were kind of like, they were they were just not as fun as standing in front of a camera, talking to all of you and sharing some of my advice on my journey. They weren't as fun as this, but they were more important to the overall goal. So I had to make sure I got all of those things done. I was like flying through those to get done because I was like, I want to get to my fun thing, right? And but that's great because it forces me to discipline myself by doing those important things first and then getting to this was, like I said, it was number 4 or 5 of the important things that I had to do today, but I've prioritized it behind the other more important tasks. Man, I hope all of that made sense. But yeah, so turn off notifications on my phone and computer. Use my prioritization exercise. And really, you know what? Those are the 2 biggest things that I do to help my focus. Just knowing that I do catch myself from time to time, you know, like social media, and you know, I really only try to log on, like go on, check my feed, check my Facebook if there's an actual purpose for it. And you know, it's like, I'm not perfect. There are times I get distracted and I lose focus on things. I'm sure you can tell some of my videos, you know, like this one, I feel it's kind of gone off onto a whole different tangent, but it's about focus, it's about bringing it back. And really that's key. So if you are finding that at the end of the day, you had your list of stuff to do and you didn't get them all done, think, or you was focused on the important tasks as you needed to be. And if not, well, hey, let's stop. Don't let another day go by where you let that happen. Because the important things that you need to get done are important for a reason. And if you don't get them done, well, you're not going to hit the goals that you want to hit. And I don't know about you, but besides my family and friends, like my personal goals are like, and dreams, I guess you would call them as well, are some of the most important things in my life, because I don't want to be living my life and missing out on all of these things. So anyways, I don't even know how we started talking about that, but it's all relative to focus. I hope you see my point. Anyways, guys and girls, if you're brand new to the channel, please take a look around. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing so you can get some more great content like this. And if you haven't already picked up my 5-step blueprint to making your first $1,000 completely free, make sure you pick it up. It'll be the first link in the description box as well. And as always, if you got something you want me to talk about in one of these videos, just hit me up in the comment section or shoot me a quick email at emeka@emekaosai.com, and I would be glad to put a video together on that particular topic. Till next time, guys, take care.